Okay. So. Gucken wir erstmal noch die Skills. 5 Dinge hab ich. Bitte. Increase the amount of letter cubes that can be acquired at once. Yeah. Okay. Dann fangen wir mal an.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for whodunit. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished.
Ey, bei Kaito ist auch ein
You picked
Fragezeichen.
the wrong person.
Nice.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We
Oh.
already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Yeah.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Huh.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Mhm.
Unique circumstances?
'Cause for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving!
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Sherlock, Level 2. Glückwunsch. Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. Yeah. Okay.
The victim has to be Kaito. Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong! I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Eigentlich hat's ja Kibo gefunden.
Yeah. Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she wanted to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Yeah? What about them?
Yeah. There's something peculiar about these those clothes.
That's it!
That's it. Ja. Genau.
Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
But huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Okay.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough. The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand, then be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way. He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Single small hole.
I'll cut through your words! Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally. And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
Ha! Holes?
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems you've made up your mind that Kaido is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Oh. Ha. Ja gut.
An exisal?
What? Why is an exisal here?
Haha, whoops. My bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kinda dozed off. And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
Ah!
You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
Huh.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
Oh.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Crackerjack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Alrighty then! Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exisal, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Huh.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this?
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
Meine Meinung zu Artikel 13, keine besonders gute Meinung habe ich dazu. Nicht gut. Dämlich. Oh.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma?
Keine gute Meinung dazu. Naja, keiner bis auf die komplette CSU, CDU, die Hälfte der SPD, die Hälfte der Grünen. Ein oder zwei Leute von, was weiß ich, keine Ahnung.
Oh, you can talk.
Ja.
Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted.
Ich meine, irgendwas ist falsch, wenn die AfD zu einem Thema eine bessere Meinung hat als die aktuell regierende Koalition. Ich meine, der eine Typ von der AfD, der da in dem Zeug mit drin sitzt und mit abstimmen darf, ist dagegen. Und das ist irgendwie erschreckend, wenn ein Typ von der AfD eine bessere Meinung hat als viele andere. Ja.
The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Mördervideo. Naja, mal schauen, was da überhaupt draus wird. Ich weiß ja nicht, irgendwie letztendlich, also wenn dieser Artikel 13 durchkommt, dann weiß nicht. Kannst EU-mäßig Internet teilweise halt komplett abschreiben. Weil das Zeug so dämlich gemacht ist, oder das so wie es drin steht, so wie es vorgeschlagen ist das Zeug so schwachsinnig. Ich verstehe nicht, wie die Leute, die dafür sind, nicht sehen können, dass das im Endeffekt das Internet, so wie wir es im Moment haben, einfach komplett kaputt machen könnte. Es muss nicht sein, aber das Potenzial ist halt da. Wenn Provider dafür verantwortlich gemacht werden, was deren Internetbenutzer im Internet hochladen, da ist so oder so klar, dass die dementsprechend erstmal so viel wie möglich blocken, um halt eben sich selbst abzusichern. Ist komplett logisch und kann man nachvollziehen. Es ist halt nur Schwachsinn, dass Provider ja, das ist irgendwie Schwachsinn, dass Provider dann irgendwie dafür verantwortlich gemacht werden, was die Leute, die von denen das Internet bekommen, sozusagen machen. Und dann halt diese Verschärfung von Urheberrecht und Zeug. Das ist Schwachsinn. Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
Naja, ich bin mal gespannt, ob es überhaupt durchkommt und wenn's tatsächlich... Ey, wenn's tatsächlich durchkommt.
Now I'm starting to not feel well.
Was genau da
That's
passieren
probably
wird
because I
dann.
used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
So,
I know that's
nicht
a
nett,
joke,
Himiko.
but the thought of it...
Why was Kaido killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaido. He had just told us all that he was the mastermind. That the killing game was over. So why would he gain by... what would he gain by killing Kaido?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Und die Regierung gestürzt.
Yes.
Ich hoff's.
With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Ich? Was?
Why?
Oh.
You filmed the moment the victim
Ja,
died,
ich hoffe, also...
which means you were present at the scene.
Ich hoffe, ohne Scheiß, falls das durchgeht, dass das dann wenigstens mal ein Punkt ist, der die Deutschen und was weiß ich, allgemein alle, die davon betroffen sind, heißt jeder EU-Staat, dass sich die Leute dementsprechend mobilisieren. Wär schön.
As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
Ha. Das ging schnell.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exasol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh man, I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided?
Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right.
Ah.
The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes.
Warum nicht?
That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us?
That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said! I'm actually not the culprit!
Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
Yepers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage! It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious?
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
Whoever committed that crime was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Kokichi killed Kaito with a hydraulic press. That's consensus right now, but is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
Damn it!
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got
Crushed to death.
That's wrong! The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
a safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
Und ich nehme an, die
But you can't
Presse
be too
wird
sure I
auch
wouldn't do
komplett
that.
lahmlegen.
I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there's a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. Poison.
I was wrong!
Okay. Oh,
Damn it!
okay. Ach, Maki.
This is it! There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged. The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death. Da!
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
Small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
Boss!
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve. Ach. That's soft.
This is it! I believe the weapon was the crossbow found.
Yep. Crossbow found in the bathroom. Yeah.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair? I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
That's wrong!
Wrong.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say?
But put plainly, that means...
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it?
Ach,
Is that
Maki.
what a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends?
Ach,
It
Mensch.
seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
What?
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Oh.
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Ha! Good keyboard. Yeah.
Whoa, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Was?
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted.
Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect.
I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprits!
Why am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit.
Oh nö.
Maybe I'm the
I'm
culprit!
the culprit!
Nicht schon wieder. Fuck. Mass Debate Zeug.
I
Why
went to
am
the
I the
hangar,
Number one
but
suspect,
culprit.
because I was in the hangar.
I was
you
only
are the
replenishing
culprit.
my magic.
What do you
Did
mean
not
with
come in the
punishing your
crossbow.
magic?
Himiko was seen going to the hangar. She had a black bag with her. Good.
There's a good
Anyone
magic
That's
source
not
around
the
there.
matter at all.
So I went
Then
there
who actually
empty-handed.
number one?
Suspect.
Nine! Okay.
I heard it!
I heard it!
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed. But that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
A large black
No,
bag?
that was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me.
Tsumugi?
No, I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Himiko. This is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carry.
Uh-oh.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait, that's wrong. I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it. It's the truth. Please believe me.
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you. If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying.
That is true. But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously. Yeah.
I'm not the culprit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
Another true statement.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't do anything else in the hangar.
100% exactamundo.
Why does this all sound so fishy?
Ah, 'cause Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi! The culprit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even
Use the crossbow.
Ausgewichen. Nein!
Another true.
Ey. Ah!
culprit.
Yep, that's true.
Even
Use the crossbow.
Good.
I agree. I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
she didn't teach me that, right, Maki? What's wrong? Are you mad about before? Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now!
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to? Perhaps the person who asked was... Kaido?
That's it! Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
'Cause I know you like me.
Oh.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart.
But to think that Kaido asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaido is trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
That one part was, you know what? Never mind. So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi?
No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow?
I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorms.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that.
This is it! Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
So Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too?
And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. 'Cause in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
It what?
Ha! 'Cause of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys!
Well,
The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
What?
What?
What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito's alive after all. No, maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does that story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I had to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. Victim of this case is... das kann man jetzt so nicht sagen. Ich lasse einfach mal die Zeit durchlaufen. What's the matter, Richie? You just gotta say it with confidence. Can't look away from the truth. Victim of this case is... Okay. I'm trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
Despair will never die!
What?
Good! Good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
What?
All right, let's give it everything we've got!
Okay.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
I've got this! Unless he comes out of the Exisal, we can't confirm that.
But he said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Maki!
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Maki!
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I've got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the Mastermind, but
Maki!
The Mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I've got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
This is our answer.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Looks like I messed around too much.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
Ha!
what a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then! Let the debate begin! When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there!
The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one!
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
Nein.
I was wrong!
Moment, habe ich das
When
falsch
the
aus...
crossbow
Oh,
fired,
ich hatte Poison ausgewählt. Ups.
What was even going on? The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too. Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire. I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one!
But only one
Crossbow was taken.
The other two are still
In my research lab.
Still, only one arrow.
Was fired.
That's wrong! Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Eh?
Yeah.
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
What?
Are you positive?
Of course! There's no way I got that wrong.
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him one! Kaito even told me to only bring him one. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said that she only brought 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them. So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. Taxi. Yeah. Deck. How many arrows did Himiko give Kairo? Eine. Bam! Hey. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start? Nein. Ich glaube nicht. Bam. Mensch. Ah! Who brought the 2 arrows? It connects.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
It was completely closed off, but can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way, some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? No, Hangman's Gambit. Huh. Huh.
That's it! The exisal! The exisal could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the exisals, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an exisal.
I saw an exisal enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exisal?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exisal. After all, the hangar is where the exisals are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an exisal comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an exisal, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the exisal every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an exisal and entered the hangar?
But can just anyone pilot an exisal?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Nipples too?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an exisal and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other 2 arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me?
If someone was piloting the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
There's no way to stop an exisal. So getting inside one would have been impossible.
You're right, it's impossible!
If
Someone was piloting the exisal. They could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's
Not possible. Is operating the exisal really that difficult? Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4
exisals. And they were all moving.
too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't
an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were
still recharging.
That's wrong! Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the exisals.
Was that electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exisals at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaido. This morning when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. Matt?
It's you!
Ah! Dida?
Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exisal, it'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? But I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party.
Huh.
She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic. Why are you doing this?
What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you—
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. But I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit! You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right.
No.
I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut through your words! It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
But
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
The sacrifice that Maki's talking about must be...
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
So doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please!
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Ha! So. Ich brauche mal eine kurze Pause. Dann machen wir weiter hier. Oh Gott.